Hello, and welcome to episode 11 of Garblag Games' Vostok's Chance. Hello, and welcome back. We are now finally all gathered again as the party prepare for what hopefully will be a final confrontation. But before we get started, please do not forget to check us out on Facebook, on whatever else we're on, Twitter. I forget this spiel now. On Facebook, Twitter,
Patreon,
Discord. Things. Discord's got like over 100 people on the Discord channel now, so lots of stuff going on there. Carry a pigeon, yep.
Most important.
Minotaur.
Redbubble. Lots of cool stuff on Redbubble, RPG. Probably some cool stuff going out for patrons, but I haven't been paying attention, so I'm sure Pete will give you links. But thank you to all our patrons, because, you know, as always, they keep paying for making all this stuff even more awesome. Later on this week, we have this, Mothership, coming up, so that's sci-fi horror. One shot.
Totally not aliens, honest Gov.
Totally not aliens, honest Gov. I have no idea what Pete's planning, but it's probably going to be brutal and unpleasant and awful.
The little white trailer thingy that he put up was pretty cool.
It was pretty cool. Go have a look at it if you haven't already.
I'm sure the corporation cares deeply about all of its crew.
I'm sure it does. Yeah.
Do you want to shoot aliens?
Anyway. Yes, so there's that. I don't know, what else is actually going on at the moment?
Everything. But
things are kind of...
We were at Comic-Con.
Yep, we
That
did.
happened.
St. Albans Comic-Con happened.
That's
Yeah.
very good.
Star Trek is a thing.
Star Trek is still going.
Yep.
Yeah.
Flint and Steel season 3... Flint and Steel!
There
In
we go.
Pete's absence. Season 3 is starting again very soon.
Awesome.
There's Dark Heresy on
Yep.
the edge of the Emperor's Light.
Dark Heresy is good.
And I've forgotten anything else that's going on.
I think
that's
that's
about it.
all that's running at the moment.
Isn't...
Planescape's on pause.
Probably shouldn't say that. Oh well. X.
Sam, Pete can work that out.
Pete can work this out. Work that out, Pete. That was awkward.
Anyway.
It wasn't awkward, but now it is awkward.
Now it's very awkward.
I don't know what's going on.
Thanks, John.
Oh my god, John.
What's going on?
I don't know. Anyway.
I don't know, but it's your fault.
I immediately forget about anything with X.
It works on your brain as well.
Who are you?
Happy.
I'm getting delirious with the heat.
It's already It's already happening.
Okay.
So
Scooby-Doo.
Scooby-Doo.
Scooby-Doo gang. Right, yes. So, let's go around and introduce everyone, and then we can do a recap for everybody who might not remember what's happened, like Roger, who wasn't here, and everyone else who's forgotten it. Anyway, so, hello. I'm Colin, I'm the storyteller.
I'm John. I'm playing Maria, and I'm a scion of XB Totak. There we go.
Hi, I'm Dan, and I'm playing Edward Percival, and I'm a scion of Odon. Odon? Odin? Oh my god.
It's happening.
You have to forgive us, it's 30 degrees. I'm Roger, I'm playing Ricky, the scion of Tsukiyomi.
Hi, I'm Dave, and I'm playing Herman, the Scion of Balder.
Right. Yes, you may notice a difference from the last game. I can't wear the hat. It's 30 plus degrees in here, so please excuse us.
Sam, however, is
Sam
mental.
Sam is managing to...
Committed to character.
Lisa has a hat.
You are getting distinctively red. Yeah, I don't think we too long.
Sam is glowing.
You should maybe take off her hat. After the game, just...
I'm pretty sure that foam is going to catch fire being sat next to it.
Fire, you say?
Anyway, so... Last session was an interesting one. They had a chat with a bronze minotaur.
He was great. His name's Joe now.
Who they called Joe. Hi,
Yep.
Joe. They... what else did you do?
We organised with some totally legit guys to pick up some supplies with like riot armour and guns and preparations for...
And an Uzi.
Yep.
Got my Uzi finally.
Yeah. Maria has an Uzi. No one is feeling.
No one is safe.
No one is safe. No one is happy about this except for Maria.
And we're going to the theme park, and there's a castle, and there's roller coasters, and Lisa thinks it's probably great, even though everyone else is like, oh god, this place sucks.
So,
And we're looking for Herman's mum.
and you're looking for Herman's mum
I
in.
actually got it going on.
Someone was going to.
It was going to be me.
I'm sorry.
Going on. I'm waiting for so long.
That song isn't out yet.
Thank you!
They had to start somewhere.
And this is how their characters died.
Oh, God.
Something like that.
When we inevitably get ambushed, I can guess which two characters are getting shot.
Does that mean we get to stand outside? The game goes and I just cap myself and dive out the door. Oh, it's fun.
No, you have to sit there and wait.
In fact, I have to stay here the longest.
Yeah. Right. So, you're driving up on the approach to this place. It is
Tired.
tired. What?
It's in the desert.
Yes, it is tired.
Yep.
It is actually no. It's not in the game. It is not 30 odd degrees. It is It was a reasonably sunny day, but as you approach, the clouds have come over. It's now overcast and dull day.
Dream.
So you're driving along this road. It's almost like you almost start to think that maybe you've taken a wrong turning. There's this it's barely more than a sort of packed dirt road. And then you round the corner, and ahead of you is this absolute monstrosity of a sort of Hollywood fairy tale castle. All towers and minarets and pennants flying. But this thing is not just the sort of monstrous Hollywood fairy tale castle thing. It's a half-forgotten, run-down monstrous fairy tale castle. So the pennants are dirty and drab. You can see the patches on them. It looks like this place should have shut down years ago and has just been forgotten about. Around the castle, you can see the outline of this of a roller coaster. It's going round, goes through. It looks like it goes through it at one point. And as you're approaching it, as I say, it looks like the place is abandoned until you see the roller coaster actually going, clattering around this thing. You're pretty sure you can see the track wobble.
Is Vostok just riding the roller coaster? He's having a grand old time.
But no,
Just leave him there, we're getting stuck.
you get a bit closer, you can hear the people on the roller coaster. They seem to be happy. It takes you a while as you get a bit closer, you can start to make out the rest of the park. So the rest of the park is pretty much laid out around the castle as what's the word I'm looking for? Market stall kind of affair.
Yeah.
So lots of what probably were once brightly coloured stalls, various different things around. But now they're faded and again drab, somewhat threadbare. It's what clearly was supposed to be a sort of bustling market now looks more like a huddled slum of patched together lean-tos in the lee of this castle. You drive up. You can see that you'll start to notice that it looks like only about half of that market stall, the front half, is actually being maintained and manned. The back is
standing.
It's standing there. There's just about enough of it there that from a distance, if you don't look too hard, it looks like there's more than there is, but this thing is run down old. You'll know that it's based.
Wow, this place looks awesome.
You'll know that it's based because you've looked at the stuff before you came. You know, it was basically a theme park based around a show that the same company that does Vostok Chance did. And Old Watch was a place in the show. So they built this big castle and all this stuff, but unfortunately this show was cancelled within about 2 years of the theme park opening. Somehow the theme park is still limping on by the looks of it, but hey.
Excellent. Looks spooky.
Yeah, it looks alright.
How many people are on the roller coaster?
As you get closer, you'll probably make out that it looks like there's two. There's enough seats for a dozen, but...
How big is the car park and how full is it?
The car park is fairly large. It is not very full at all.
Stop cars.
There are maybe half a dozen cars in it. You guess a lot of them are probably the staff.
Oh, it kind of makes me sad. Yeah, it's kind of depressing, isn't it?
So, what's the plan?
Well, tickets look like they're $30 a head, so I don't have a wallet. Who wants to pay for entry? What, you got to pay to get in? I don't have a wallet.
Are we going in through the front door? Are we
Who's
announcing
in
our
what
presence?
cars, by the way, because I'm assuming we're in more than one.
Yeah, we were. I had the actual hire car.
I know. I think you ended up.
And
You might have ended up with. I've got a feeling you
One
ended
of
up with
you-
3 cars.
Do I still have my Mustang?
get
Because
the
I
other
think
one of you had the
you've got-
armored van.
we were in the
armored
Yeah.
You two were in the armored car. You were in the hire car,
Excellent, so I'm still in my Mustang.
and I can't remember.
No one came in my
That
car
doesn't
with
really
me.
Alright,
You
so
on
I
your
guess
own,
you're in
so
my
I guess
Mustang.
you're probably-
Yeah, probably, yeah.
Yeah.
With the Minotaur.
We rode
No,
the car
you
with
got
no
the Minotaur again.
Oh, excellent.
So somewhere along,
He was
you're
on the front.
driving along. He was on the front of the armored car.
Yeah.
And then you're driving along, and suddenly there's a Minotaur sitting next to you.
Yeah, I'm fine with this. You know,
He's got this bag of cheese puffs, and he's eating cheese puffs. They're like the size of his head, but
Okay. But seriously, who is going to pay to get in?
But we're not in your car.
so if you drive up
We're
and
all going
park
to pull into the car parking lot away from the entrance.
Feel
We all
free
get
to.
out, and Maria says, who's going to pay to get in?
so yes, you've significantly increased the population of this car park.
By about 3.
Yes,
We doubled it.
Okay, well,
quite,
if we have to
but-
pay to get in, I'm totally going on the rides.
Well, I'll pay to get us in. That's not a problem.
Do we want to go through the front door and announce our presence?
It depends. Are we, guess?
But if we've literally just pulled up at the car park, I think. If we've just pulled up at the car park, I think they've noticed us. I forgot
Plus,
I
we're
was
all in
Australian.
riot gear. This is an average family day out.
you are all.
We are wearing tack gear at the moment, aren't we? Yes.
You were. Are you pulling up and getting out of the cars in tack gear? It is perfectly reasonable for you to have taken the riot gear off before you get there.
Probably
Well,
wouldn't
not
have
right,
done.
yeah,
That would look
tack gear.
rather odd.
Did we put it on?
I
Did we
just.
just
yeah,
pull
mine
it
is
out
on.
of the...
I did originally put mine on.
Okay.
I imagine I've undone my
I probably wouldn't have been
my
driving
vest
in
as
it.
Edward thought you looked cool in it, so he
I'm in a
kept driving.
convertible Mustang. Why would I do that?
Okay, so, well,
So Maria is wearing.
I'm firing the Uzi in the air.
Maria is wearing a
At least it's in the air.
heavy duty
Yeah, I'm
body
I'm
armor,
ready to go.
full combat armor, carrying an Uzi. While you're discussing paying to go into the car park, it's way to go into the amusement
That's
park.
one way you went to the park, I guess.
Well, no, because Ricky can just lie to everyone, can't he? And they'll believe.
You don't know that.
I'm sure we've discussed this already.
Well,
Oh, Well, Ricky can just lie to them, and I assume everyone will believe him.
Smooth.
That's a strange assumption.
Okay, well, I mean, who's going to stop 5 heavily armed foreigners?
The
God, we're gonna
police.
get shot up.
Someone tells me
Yeah,
not-
waving guns around is not a smart move.
This is fine. I don't fit in any of those boxes.
Foreigners or heavily armed.
That means I won't get shot. Excellent.
I'm assuming I'm not carrying, obviously, a gun. I'm assuming
Depends on.
because I'm assuming I've just got my pen. So.
Yeah, I imagine.
Right. Yeah, I'm not armed.
Yeah.
Okay, you go in first.
You're going to get shot if you walk in there holding that thing and dressed like that.
Ricky, you go in first and call us if you need backup. And then we'll come in.
Well,
Okay,
I've just got my cane,
You're the
so I'll
stealthiest.
come in
and
with you
probably
as
gonna
well.
open the walls,
Are we doing-
so-
What?
I mean, I'm not wrong.
Are we
Are we going in? Or are we, like, waiting to
Yeah,
back?
I don't fancy getting
Or-
shot with...
Herman and I are walking off.
So I think they're going to go in, and they're going to call us when they found what we're looking for. So we'll stay here.
But I want to go in.
That's an
Well, you can go
assumption.
in.
As long as you're not armed to the teeth, you can come with us.
Okay, you go in, and call us and we'll come in.
I'll have a backpack with like the armor
And the
in.
gear.
You'll come in with the car. You're just going to drive it
You know,
through
just
the...
like a rucksack looking
You know me
place.
well.
We're talking. I'm presuming they're talking about the armoured.
Yeah.
Yeah, they could. Probably. Depends
Well,
on
that-
how
that
subtly
kiosk-
reinforced the kiosk
That
is.
kiosk is not going to withstand that van.
If it is what it looks like, it's not going to withstand that car. But then again, if the car was what it looks like, it possibly wouldn't plough through the kiosk as easily as you expect it to. So,
Switch on some Iron Maiden and pray.
They've already gone. We're just like, you know what? Nope.
okay, so you three going.
Someone's going to get shot and we don't want to be there.
Right. So yes, Lisa catches up with you as you approach the ticket office. The person at the ticket there's a person there. They look up. They've been watching you coming. I mean, they've been watching you standing
There's
around.
not much else to do.
They're kind of peering behind you a bit. Why there are two of them just standing around at the back. Apparently, they're far enough away that they haven't noticed the body armour.
They probably just think I'm a cosplayer. I've seen weirder things at theme parks.
Possibly. You are certainly in a very convincing costume.
I have 3 tickets, please.
Okay. Yeah, of course, sir. Yes.
Hand money over.
Tickets, map, the usual.
Oh, I want to go on the big one.
Yes!
I will say walking off now they've been handed all our stuff, so it doesn't look quite so weird.
They took all your stuff, did you say?
No, I
Okay.
gave them money and they gave me tickets. It's how
And now we're
capitalism
allowed
works. We exchange our money for goods and services.
Still old capitalism.
Yes, so we're walking into the park,
You walk into the theme park.
looking around and
Yeah.
trying to look excited.
I succeed.
Awesome.
To be
Well
fair,
done.
I actually do want to go on the roller coaster.
So, the.
And it's probably a really good place to get a good view of the park because it's the highest thing.
It is. So, the.
Let's do that.
Are you going straight to the roller coaster? Are you just making a beeline for the roller coaster?
Well, I
I'm
will,
off for that.
unless anyone stops me.
Cool. Fine.
And
I'm in.
See,
we'll probably get a good view of the park from up there anyway. So,
Yes, man.
amateurs didn't buy the fast track.
Fast track.
They didn't buy the fast track.
Yeah, because there's
Fast
a queue.
track? I'm not sure we need a fast pass with like 6 people in there.
So you get there and the queue counter says hour-long queue.
It's just the guy who runs chaos on his break.
Something like that. So, anyway, yes, you get up to the car to the roller coaster. Say there's various things around. A lot of them are basically kind of market stall kinds of thing. Yeah, market stalls. Some fairground stalls.
Mhm.
There is, of course, a fortune teller, and
Ooh.
How about a coconut shack?
yeah, there's going to be a coconut shy and all this kind of thing. Stone. I don't know what they're.
Yep, we're totally undercover. Definitely not here to cause trouble.
And get coconuts.
And I'm all out of coconuts. Cool.
So yes, I'm going to sit back a bit because I'm getting on the screen
Rollercoaster.
from the sides. Right, so yes, you go on the roller coaster. It does look worryingly like it might collapse.
I wouldn't mess on if it wasn't safe.
That's some kind of logic.
That's Lisa logic.
Yes, that's totally the case. The
Plus, you know, I'm quite light, so it won't be me that makes it fall off.
It's alright, I'm pretty good at jumping.
right.
So the only one will actually die if they fall out is Herman.
No,
We'll get
it's
him.
fine. He has really strong constitution and bones and stuff from all of the orange juice.
His immune system's freaking amazing.
Okay, so yes, you get to go on the roller coaster. You actually have to get on behind the two people who are on the roller coaster who don't want to get off, apparently. Just going round and round.
How many times have you been round?
Lots.
Give it a minute, they'll want to get off.
Why?
That was my inner monologue.
Okay, so the roller coaster goes up, and yes, you have that view of the park because it really is set up to give you a view of the park because it goes up and up and up and up and up.
It's gonna be
There's a park, I think. We've got one.
One success. Do people want to make perceptions
yeah.
on this roll
Yeah,
to
let's-
notice
let's
stuff
do
around the
that.
park?
Oh, I've got an epic too.
Awesome. Well done. Herman, so
Herman.
you might actually notice.
all the dice.
Go, gadget Herman.
1, 2.
Yeah!
That was.
That was with the
That was 2 each, yeah?
Well, we are team perception.
I actually have great perception and awareness.
That's really good for me.
Yeah. So the scouts make their perception.
Oh, sorry guys, I would have got 6 if I was there with you.
Well,
No, we've got
Well,
Shot.
it's all right. You'll be able to see the bullets coming when the police come to shoot the pair of you.
for loitering.
No, for waving an Uzi around in a
Oh,
car
that's it.
park.
I'm currently just doing this.
What, inside the car?
I imagine we're sat on the hood of the car, feet up, contemplating life.
Yeah.
Okay.
Seconds raised.
I'm going to wave at them on the way around.
We should
Okay.
travel across the country.
So yes, you go up, and then it starts going. And as you say, you can look. You get a chance to look around. It is really the case that sort of the front half of this bustling marketplace is actually being somewhat manned, although you're pretty sure that some of the stalls are only manned when the person manning the stall next to them notices and comes over.
It's efficient. I like it.
It's all, say, very run down, very
Dilapidated.
dilapidated is a good word. The sort of the place continues on round. There's some that appear to be sort of staff only.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Gesundheit.
Make a note of those areas
And
for
then
no
there's
reason.
and then there's the rest of it's basically. It looks semi-maintained from the ground level, but where you are above it, you can see that no, it's just like a facade. The castle, on the other hand, is full all the way around. It looks pretty castle-y.
Ooh.
It looks pretty castle-y. It doesn't necessarily look like a real castle. There's a difference.
So the roller coaster goes over the castle,
It goes
right?
through the, like, quite high up. Probably just under the roof.
Okay.
There's like this archway that it fits through and then
Cool.
rattles through and comes out the other side, which you'll get to have a look at
The first time round.
the first time round. Yes, it's so inside. it's set up to be like a war room with statues
An armory and
over
all
the map,
knights
yeah,
and
the
stuff,
map, and
we'll be
people
like,
living
hey,
over
it's
the
just
map,
like at so-and-so's house.
and all this, but yeah, again, it's all very dusty, and there would be use of.
But they're probably not singing.
They are not singing.
Excellent.
Whether they sang once is anyone's guess at this point, but they're not singing. And you go through and out the other side. You get sort of a brief view of this as you go through
Go
it,
flying past.
flying past at breakneck speed. And then you're out the other side, spinning. It's a roller coaster. It does roller coaster things. It goes up and down and round.
Yep,
And then
I totally scream and wave and shout and just generally make loads of noise because Lisa. I'm not going to do that now because I respect that people have ears.
we're in an enclosed space. Sounds like Lisa's having fun. You can surmise that Lisa might be on the. Lisa is on. You think Lisa's on the roller coaster? She's either having fun or being murdered.
Judging by the waving, probably not murdered.
I don't know, could be trying to give the signal.
It's me! It's me!
Motherfucker.
So yes, you go round, it goes up, it goes down, it goes round again.
And we get a vague layout, which we can tie up to pretty much the map that they gave us.
Yeah.
Oh, are there any bits that we can see from up here that are not on the map?
No.
That's easy.
As we go further along, can we see if we can look out and see anything interesting? Something, like giant frickin' spiders. Or
there a
other
lake?
things that you would not expect to be there.
Is there a lake?
There is possibly some water a ways away, but not actually immediately close by. There are not giant humanoid spider centaur
Well, not
things.
necessarily them, but things that look like they shouldn't be there.
There's nothing particular. There's nothing like obvious. There are gargoyles. Whether they come to life and attack you is anyone's guess. Given that out there is a minotaur statue that looks like he
Well, you say out there.
is still carrying a.
Do we have any idea what Vostok...
Well, last time you saw him, he was out there.
Do we know what Vostok looks like?
He was a
Shadow.
apparently human person in a very shadowy room.
It looks like the bad guy from Inspector Gadget.
It's almost a shame I'm not there with you.
Alright, well... Great,
How
so
tight are
we
the
could literally...
restraints?
Vostok could be one of these guys in front of us and we wouldn't have a clue.
One of the guys that just sits on the roller coaster all day. Yay!
Yeah.
Yeah, how tight are the
You could be and
restraints
you
on
wouldn't
the
know.
roller coaster?
Reasonably secure.
Yeah.
Which means that yes, you could probably squirm your way out of them if you really wanted to.
So, when you said that it kind of goes through the building,
Yeah.
if we say wanted to get in the building,
We could, in theory, break the roller coaster and do it.
I think she's more thinking of jumping out of the roller coaster.
Yeah,
at
but
high
we'd
speed.
have to break the things to get out.
Maybe just squirm
Depends what
out.
type of roller coaster it is.
yeah, I mean, some of them just have like the bar that comes down, but then they have like a fabric cable thingy at the bottom. So if you just cut that, you could probably lift it enough for it to not actually break the metal locks that hold the entire thing in place, but enough for you to slide out while it was like still moving.
Yes.
I don't think they had those back in the day. I think there was just a pull down bar. They're quite a new modern. Your legs hanging one you're thinking of, aren't you?
No, but okay.
I imagine it's like a little car you sit in.
Yeah, with the little pull down bar.
Yeah.
Either way. Anyway.
Either way, it is not going to be easy for most people to
I
get out
totally
of it. You are not most people. So if you really wanted to jump out of the
I'm
roller
going to the
coaster
war room.
when it's going really fast through an enclosed space, have fun with that. I don't think your
How we lose.
I don't think your boon is going to help you that much there.
I believe in you, Sam.
It protects you from falling damage, not throwing yourself at a wall at high speed.
It's just falling sideways. With style.
Yeah.
So yes, the roller coaster goes around. You get the chance to get off, or you can go around again. It's up to you.
Let's try and go around again, see if we can see anything else.
Clever girl.
Do you want to have another go at rolling perception awareness?
Yes.
I
Okay.
think that's where we're fishing.
Think that you want to
Going around this roller coaster
I'm
until
not
we
going to
see
get
something.
better than 2. It's not my
I've
thing.
got 3.
Not better than 2.
3.
Meanwhile, on the car, why are corn dogs called corn dogs when they contain no dog?
Do
That's,
they contain corn?
I don't think so. America's weird.
It is.
the two Brits.
I could also interject.
The two Brits are muttering about how America's weird.
Just having a good time.
Yeah.
Relaxing.
Okay.
Meanwhile,
I got 3.
You got 3. Congratulations. You still do not see any giant spiders.
I also got 3,
I got-
so I
You
guess I
also
don't see
do not see any giant spiders.
I got 3.
you guys still aren't there.
Okay.
What number would we've had to have rolled to see giant spiders?
None, because there aren't any. It's fine.
You don't know.
Everything
There
is
aren't-
fine.
You have not seen any giant spiders. You don't know how obvious they were.
Okay.
I want to make an intelligence and academic roll to find out if corn dogs have corn in them.
That's enough.
Yes.
Oh wow, that's a brilliant.
Really?
Yeah, I just got.
There you go.
Ed turns around and lists the
Like I
entire
said,
ability.
Just use
Corn
if
dogs
you're,
do have corn in them.
Ah.
you use if your best roll of the game.
I
to
just
work
rolled
out
2
whether,
10s, 2 8s, and an epic.
Yeah, the batter's made using corn flour.
Ah, the batter's made using.
So where does the dog word come from?
Hot
I imagine it's like a
dog.
hot dog, you know. It's just.
But even that, a hot dog, it
Mm.
doesn't actually contain dog. Unless it used to contain dog.
Probably did at some point. Definitely does in China.
I don't want to blow your mind, but hamburgers don't have any ham in them.
Yeah, but they're made of pig, so ham makes sense.
They made it beef that time.
Oh, that's true as well. But don't they come from Hamburg, which is a town they're named after?
And frankfurters don't contain any frank.
No,
again.
Frank!
Now,
Well-
we're going wildly off topic. Well, we're not going to because it is all relevant.
You're muttering. You're muttering about food. You're chatting about food. Right.
Food
Yes.
French.
You go round. You get a maybe slightly better view of where things are, and maybe a slightly better idea of the layout. One thing you will actually notice, you two, as you go around that time, for all that this castle is clearly a knockoff. This isn't a real castle. That moat looks fairly solid, and there are no windows There's no windows until you get to the second story, and they look more. They look more like arrow slits.
So it looks like an actual defensible castle.
It looks almost surprisingly defensible for how almost cartoonish the architecture is.
Meanwhile, whee!
Okay, well, once we get off the roller coaster, I mean, can we tell if the walls are in fact stone or if they are painted concrete or plaster on the castle? I'm assuming we can just kind of.
Well, as I said, there's a moat.
Oh, okay.
Throw a stone at it. I'm not there. I didn't say that.
I'm not going to start hucking
So
rocks at the
there's
place.
not a lake.
There are two. Yeah, it's a dry moat.
Okay, just checking.
Sorry, just-
How wide is the moat?
It's about 15 foot across.
Jumpable.
Jumpable. So, yeah. You will, as you've gone round it, been able to see that there are two. There are two entrances to the castle. There's the big, frickin' obvious one.
The door.
The massive gates on the front.
Yep.
And there's a postern gate, which is looks to be around in the staff-only areas.
We're going in?
The main gate has a bridge going across to it. The rear gate doesn't. It kind of has a path running down into the moat and up the other side.
Do we have any idea where in here they're holding your mum?
None whatsoever.
Well, we better look everywhere then.
Should we have a look around the park before we try and break into the castle?
We don't need to break in, it's open for visitors.
I'm pretty sure the areas where we're going to want to go.
The gates are actually closed. The castle
Aww.
does not have any open doors.
It's probably polystyrene. Getting hand dirty.
Maybe we're early and it doesn't open till later.
What does it say in the guide?
The guidebook is perhaps a little slimmer than it was when this park was opened. It doesn't really mention the castle very much.
Okay.
Despite it being the biggest goddamn thing here.
Should we just kind of have a nose
Mostly
around the
talks
place
about the
before we
roller
try and
coaster
go in?
and the castle in terms of the
Yeah,
roller
let's
coaster.
have a quick look around. But if I was going to kidnap someone and keep them here, then
Yeah, my
That
money would be in
castle.
there, but I don't know if we want to kind of rule out other possibilities before.
yeah.
But, right, tallest room, tallest tower, or dungeon.
So you're trying to work out whether she's a princess or not.
Why wouldn't you keep princess in the dungeon?
Don't they always keep them in the two big
You
tall
have to be the
towers?
princess in the tallest tower.
Is
So-
your mum a princess?
In my eyes, yes.
Okay, so it could be anywhere.
Okay.
Well, let's have a look then.
Edward sends a text. How's it going?
Still not getting shot.
Ask them if they searched the lost and found box.
Have you searched the Lost and Found box? No.
Is there a zoo?
Yes.
They have.
Oh, I didn't get my sarcasm through the text.
I should have put a little face.
Yeah, that's right. Oh no, faces didn't exist.
I know you could do
Sure
the
they
dots.
did.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
yeah.
dots in there.
Askia.
Equals bracket.
Yeah.
Need a /S. Right.
Is there a zoo?
Is there a zoo? No.
There are
She's
more rides.
Zoom there.
There are more sort of stalls and, entertainment.
Teacups.
Strength. Test your strength.
It's a bad idea.
Ping pash. Oops.
Depends what you win. Okay, we're looking for.
Let's just go have a
What's
bit
her
of a-
name?
Mum.
Oh.
Okay.
I don't know if I ever
If I
decided
call
on
her
it.
that, she might get confused.
It could be
I
a
don't
Finnish thing,
believe-
perhaps. They call their mums mum. But is mum a woman's name in Finland?
No, I've not got any notes about.
No, it was never decided what she was called. Other than
Let's
call her
Herman's mum.
Yeah.
That could get confusing.
Call
Jeff.
My name is Jeff.
Holger.
That was also a good, solid.
Holger and Herman.
Helga and Herman.
Your opinion?
Sure.
Nice. What's your surname?
Holla.
Helga Herman.
Nice. I like it.
Helga Haller. Yes.
Really hope his dad's name also starts with H.
His dad's name's Hugo.
Isn't that a bit the wrong way round? We're set before the other game.
Okay, so where are we going? What are we doing?
Yeah, let's. Should we go have a bit of a nose around?
Yeah, sure.
Should we split up?
Search for clues.
I'm not sure that's a particularly good idea, given what we found at the water place.
Okay, but that was like dark and spooky and nighttime, and this is the middle of the day, and there's people here. But
Not enough people that I don't think we could find ourselves.
Well, you say there's
Out of
people
sight of
here, and I'll
everyone.
kind of look around, and there'll be like no one around.
There aren't very many people here.
okay, fair point.
Are you going for anyone in particular? Are you just going around the stalls?
Also, has anyone ever considered that the people that are here, there's a small enough number that they could all just be employees?
It's a front. Oh my god. What do you think they do here? Oh wait,
Kidnap people.
never mind.
He's not wrong. They do kidnap people.
Where were you going?
That way.
Anywhere in particular? I mean, there's various stalls and sort of
Coconuts.
games of skill and...
I don't know if it was in or out
I'll
of
take-
character, but Ricky mentioned coconuts.
Take a look at the map and do a quick
Yeah,
travelling
yeah.
salesman problem on it to work out the fastest way to
Navigate.
visit the entire park, minimising
crossing your
repeated
path, yeah.
path traversals.
Such a dad move, isn't it?
I will do that with my inability to get lost in my eidetic memory.
Yeah, you do
I
that.
will just aim
Cool.
for the brightly coloured thing.
Are you actually
closest.
doing anything with any of the stalls? Or are you just walking past them all?
I'm not convinced that she'll be in one of the stalls personally.
I'm a bit hesitant to
Well,
do anything on the
as we're
stalls
waiting-
because it might give away who we are.
We could connect
Okay.
Ricky's horn to his accelerator, so whenever he presses the accelerator, the horn sound.
I don't know about vehicles.
Oh, I can't either.
Break hose.
Okay, let's not do that.
Oh,
Wait,
she
what?
likes you.
Okay. Edward suggested cutting the brake tyres.
The brake tyres.
Brake tyres.
That's not even a thing.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. I was going to make
Cables or whatever.
Edward doesn't got a clue what he's talking about.
You have a drive.
Maria said no.
No, I know. I was equally shocked by this.
What's going on here?
Okay, so
Yeah, so we're just kind of...
Yeah. Wander the park.
Bimble.
It's clearly too hot. I didn't realise till you pointed out that brake tyres is not a thing.
I thought it went well with the fact that Edward said he knew nothing about cars.
It did go well. Yes, you walk the park.
Every now and again, the show just cuts to us.
Yeah, pretty much. You walk around the park. There are coconut. There's that kind of thing, you know the kind of stuff.
Ducks. Can we go fishing for ducks?
You can go fishing for ducks
Duck.
or ducking for fish or something. The fortune teller calls out to you on your way past. The other store people call out to you to try and persuade you to come and do stuff.
Do you want to give it a try? Maybe they know. We could ask them.
Maybe they have skills in the
Maybe.
My mum's being held hostage
Yeah.
here. Where is she? Oh, just
No,
over there.
no, obviously no.
She's actually behind this
But
curtain.
like, hi, we are looking for my mum. She's here somewhere, but we've lost her.
What if the fortune teller is Herman's mum?
Dun, dun,
Herman's mum. She's gone.
You can see the fortune teller. She's not your mum.
That's what she wants you to believe.
She's run away and joined the circus.
And she's waited for so long. Herman, can't you see?
What are you going into the fortune teller or not?
Personally, I wouldn't. But if I'm not going to fight Lisa if Lisa wants to go and have her fortune read.
But we're here, and like, there's nothing going on. There's only one roller coaster. I mean, that's.
It seems to me that Lisa's forgotten the whole reason why we're here.
Of course she has.
That's why we should have just ram the car into the game. Solves the problem quick, easy.
Remember what I said when I said that we shouldn't give Maria an Uzi?
And by solves the problem, he creates a whole new one.
Of course, our band solution to Maria.
How do you solve the problem like Maria?
Cause of and solution to Maria.
Oh gosh. Oh, I don't know.
I'm now sitting next to Joe eating cheese puffs on the bonnet.
Joe's in the middle.
Yeah, Joe's in the middle of the two of us.
Joe? Yeah. Why are hot dogs called
Remember, Joe doesn't actually speak.
Yeah, Joe doesn't actually. It's good, Joe.
He just looks at you like.
And then it cuts back to the action.
The action.
Joe just shrugging and.
So yeah, we'll just kind of walk around.
Okay.
Do we see anything of interest or note?
Not in the public areas, no.
Are there any areas that say you shouldn't go in here that we should
Yes.
They
totally go
have
in?
big no entry signs with staff only written on
Yep.
them.
Some of the back half of the market seems to have been set up as staff.
Hey guys, you know how there's like no one here, and even the staff are kind of like double, triple, whatever the next one is desking. If one of us stays here and like is a massive distraction, one of the other of us could like see if they can get anywhere and find out stuff.
And what about the other one?
Well, they get to pick.
I'm just remembering the last time you tried this trick. It kind of worked. Massive distraction was a huge bubble, but you know.
It worked.
Maybe we should ask Maria to come in.
We
You
think
sure you
they're
don't want your
probably
fortune
in
told?
the castle. You may as well come in, tell Maria to stop waving the gun around.
I just like push the button and not show it.
I mean, have they found anything? I know they found
Have
anything.
you found anything?
Hook it up.
We have found coconuts.
Found coconuts. I don't know if it's meant to be a joke or...
It's really hard to tell in text.
They're obviously lost without us.
I want to talk to the fortune teller.
I'm going to put staying for element of surprise. Text when cavalry needed. I go back to using the cheese bells.
The corridors of entry would not be good for cavalry. Send.
I just sit back, form, square.
Oh my god!
No cavalry sighted. Send.
Oh, wait! Carousel.
That is
Is there
technically
a
cavalry.
carousel?
We haven't seen a carousel, have we?
No, you have not seen the carousel.
No cavalry.
They are technically married.
Yes, you're going into the fortune teller.
Yep, totally want to talk to the fortune teller.
Okay, you go in and talk to the fortune teller. She's. I'm far too hot to pretend to be someone pretending to be a gypsy fortune teller.
Hi!
But you
I'm
get
in my
the idea.
giant.
There is a
That was a
certain.
bit witch, but okay.
Yeah, there's
I was going to say some kind of offender, but why?
there's certain elements of.
There's a crystal ball and a floofy dress and maybe some veils and dangly stuff.
Yeah, pretty
Cool.
much.
Got it.
And I will see.
Okay, so John's the fortune teller.
Something like that.
Definitely play a fortune teller.
Yep. Yeah, she's going to ask you what you're looking for.
Oh, I was hoping you would know that. Being like psychic and stuff.
Oh, that's a burn. Jesus
Give that
Christ,
woman
the
some
woman's
aloe vera.
just doing a job. She's got a hard job. She has to pretend to know the future all day. She gets
I mean, like, I don't know. We
Perhaps
went on the
like
roller
you
coaster, and then I kind of wanted to play hooker duck, but the guys don't want to play. And then I saw you, so I thought I'd come over and say hi. Hi.
That woman has a degree in generic question asking.
yeah, and you just spat all over it. Trying to get us as kids through college. So.
I don't know. Am I going to meet someone? Is there, like, love or luck or death or something in my future? You know, tall, dark, handsome strangers? Or, like, money? Or, I don't know. Nope.
Tattooed.
Yeah, that's two of them.
Wielding lunatic.
Two of them. Tall, dark, handsome, and money. Take that off the box.
I've actually never been in one of these before, so I don't really know what to do. I saw it on the movies and I thought it looked cool, but I'm just a bit confused.
Okay, she is better at doing this than I am. I'm just throwing that out there. Also, as I say, less brain melty.
Mm-hmm.
She will put on the whole mysticky, spooky stuff.
Can I look in your crystal ball?
It says no.
That's what it
Hang
It's unclear. Again later.
Oh.
Almost certain.
So she kind of gets
Do you have those card thingies?
Do you want to make a perception and
No.
presence? Probably perception presence would work.
Oh wow, that might actually work.
We're probably too busy face palming to see what's going on.
Noticing.
4?
Nice. So you'll notice she'll be talking to you and going through the things, and yeah, she's got her crystal ball, and she'll sort of read your palm and things. And it's when she takes your palm and looks at it, there's this brief moment of pause, and then it seems like she gets a lot more stiff and kind of nervous. Her answer and what she's telling you is still the same sort of generic stuff, but yeah.
Am I going to die? Should I not go on a roller coaster again?
Imminently.
Is it a bad hire car? Should I not trust my friends? We were going to have seafood for dinner tonight. Oh my god!
I'll try and tell you in between you babbling. That's...
What is it? What did you see? It's kind of like the other one, but the wrong way around.
It's never done with Lisa, is it?
No. She...
Can high five instead.
she will tell you that the...
Just gonna keep
Your
leaning
friend's
closer and
been a-
closer
your-
and closer.
Your friends bring a darkness with them.
Oh, that's Maria. She's a bit spooky, you know. She likes all that kind of loud music.
They're going to get lost.
They've got the map.
And then she doesn't seem to want to tell you anymore.
Oh, okay. Cool. Hey, do you want some milk duds?
She does not want any milk duds. She's kind of ushering you out of the door.
Okay, thanks. Bye.
And then she closes the flap behind you.
Oh. I think she's gone to lunch. She said you guys.
I'm gonna look at Herman when she says that.
She said you guys are gonna get lost, but I told her that you have the map. So
If we need to get any guards to leave their post, we could just set Lisa on.
I like your thinking.
oh, and she knows Maria's here. I think she said that my friends bring a darkness with them. That's probably Maria, right?
Yeah, that sounds like Maria.
Hey, maybe she's really good.
What, Maria?
Yeah, the lady. Madame, I don't
Castro.
remember what it was.
Nah,
I can't
she's,
see the sign anymore. She like
she's
chose.
probably just one of those stupid frauds like Mystic Meg.
Who?
You know that psychic woman on British telly?
I don't watch a lot of British television.
It's like 8-year appropriate, right? Mystic Meg?
Yeah, certainly is. Yeah.
Right, I
She
think...
didn't like my hand, but I don't really get it because it's the same as the other one.
So, you've just come out from the... from traumatising the poor...
Traumatising the poor.
the poor...
Fortune teller.
fortune teller, that's a word.
Figured you it's getting hot in here again already, so.
Incredibly quickly.
Just melting
I'm just melting to the sea, yeah.
into the nothing.
Yeah, pretty much.
The great nothing.
So,
Map, not getting lost. Milk buds. Darkness, Maria. Go.
Milk duds.
what are you going to do?
Carry on round the park? Did we visit everywhere in the park?
We can assume you finish your...
Right. Nothing suspicious.
I
I mean, there's some ducks.
There's some ducks.
Coconuts. But other than that, the only
I
other
do
thing
like
that's really
coconuts.
kind of investigative Tory.
I guess we're heading for one of the staff-only areas.
That.
Do we want to pick one on a random ride or just head into the castle?
I think probably the castle's probably the most likely place.
Yeah.
There was a bit that was like behind the marketplace bit before the actual castle that might let you look at stuff without actually going in yet, I think.
What?
Well, like where the market stuff is that's actually alive, and then the stuff that's not, and then the behindy bit there that went into the back of the...
The staff entrance.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yep, sure, let's give that a try.
Cool.
We're
It's going to be at least a little more
into
subtle
the
than
castle.
like, walking up to the front door of the castle.
Well, this is my thinking. I'm like, if we
Tell
could just
them
kind of
to
mooch about the stalls a bit
text
and
us
eventually
if they
kind of
need
mooch into the nothingy
Text us
stalls and
if
then
you
just keep
need
mooching
us.
and be like, oh, we have reached a dead end. Oh
They leave
well.
all their guns in the car.
Yes, they did. It's all in the back.
Yes, we left our guns in the car.
Except for the other two, because they've got magical guns.
They do have magical guns. That's true. Do you remember that time where they said not to buy any guns because it would be suspicious?
Yeah,
And then I got nearly killed, and they too had guns.
yeah.
I remember that.
Probably should have bought some guns.
Now I've got an Uzi.
If only they could have bought magical
Ho, ho,
guns,
ho.
Yeah.
then they'd have been alright. You can get caught and people won't go, you've got a gun.
That's true.
Anyway, you're not having this conversation because you're not in the same place.
We were having that
We
conversation.
were actually having separate conversations. It was just cutting back and forth.
Yeah, it's like in a movie, when they're having the same conversation but apart from each
This is
other.
the greatest.
Okay, well,
90s
while
movie
everyone else
ever.
is talking about guns, I'm going to hook some ducks.
Edward, however, is, as they're going in...
Make me a Dex and Athletics roll.
That's the point. Can I try and get a coconut?
Go on, make a Dex and Athletics roll. How ridiculously...
Jesus Christ, Sam.
Did you fail, Sam?
No.
5, 6.
No, the other thing.
8 successes.
Yeah, I think I got a duck.
How many successes did you
Only 7.
A duck.
get? How many ducks do you want to hook with one hook?
Oh, no. I just specifically want the one with the mohawk.
Okay, you get the one with Mohawk.
Yep. There is now.
You don't have Ricochet Symphony, do you?
No.
That's like a higher level thing.
No.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's Trick Shot and then Ricochet Symphony.
Also, I'm not trying to show off. I literally want some coconuts.
Yes.
Excellent. I will put them in my bag because then I can throw them at people.
One soul in the side of my head.
You have some
Is
coconuts.
this the new bottle?
It's if I
All
want to take
organic.
out if I want to take out the guy over there and I don't want to shoot him, I can throw a coconut at him.
And that'll be really good.
Okay. You have some coconuts.
Congratulations.
And a duck.
And a duck. Although they kind of want the duck back.
Oh.
Because it's part of the ride, but you get the prize.
You're
for
giant
having
bloody
the duck.
Was the prize a giant woody woodpecker?
Oh!
Strange
Power
Things
Ranger.
reference.
No, it's not a Power Ranger. Yeah, sure, whatever. Big fluffy teddy bear thing. Great.
Probably
Awesome.
a teddy bear thing.
From the show, I'm guessing.
Or just a teddy bear.
Alright.
Edward's doing a thing outside.
What are you doing?
Edward's doing something serious. He's going to go see if there's any magical stuff there.
Oh, clever.
Yeah, 'cause-
No, he isn't.
yeah, no, it's fine, it's fine,
No,
it's fine.
ones don't destroy dice. in
No,
this
they
game.
don't, they do not. And plus my epic, I got 4 successes on my thing, and I'm doing unlidded eye. I'm looking to see if there's any magical stuff.
Well,
In
there's
the-
Maria.
Hello.
I'm looking directly at the
There's
castle.
Joe.
I'm looking directly at the castle.
Yes, there is magical stuff on the castle.
Excellent. I'm going
But
to
it's
just...
not like there's an obvious thing of there is this or...
Is it lit up like a Christmas tree?
No.
Not
Is
quite
it
that bright.
Scattered. Is it the gargoyles?
It's... Whatever's going on is inside the castle and somewhat muted by the fact
By
that
the-
it's inside the
Okay,
castle.
cool.
Oh, they're asbestos.
Yeah, probably is.
Lead-lined walls, you know. all that
Just
stuff.
message him now saying, just did my thing, magic inside castle, watch out, send.
Apparently, there's magic in there.
I think that's Disneyland.
So,
Just did my thing magic inside castle.
we're going to
How did he
go.
get in?
So we're trying to rescue a princess from the tallest tower of this castle
Oh, the dungeon.
from an evil wizard.
Oh, there's going to be a dragon.
That's the roller coaster.
Have we fallen into like a movie or something?
Well, we were on a TV
It's
show.
a TV show.
Not anymore.
Has anyone checked the cameras?
Oh my god.
Could throw the
The
coconuts
whole
out
time,
the camera.
It's all been filmed.
The whole time this cameraman's been behind.
As the game was.
Our perception's just that bad.
Can I do perception awareness while I've got my magical eyes?
Joe turns up with a little camcorder.
But what? Spot the camera?
No, just to see if I can hone in on some details more.
There isn't a lot you can see from out here.
Not without getting
Fair enough.
closer.
Well, I haven't been called in yet. I've said that we're reinforcements if you get captured, basically.
Well, we're
Which
not.
is at the exact point we won't be able to text you. Right?
Also, we're not going to get captured, so.
Reinforcements.
So
Okay.
what we need to do is text you every 5 minutes, and if we stop texting you,
Yeah.
then we've been captured.
No. I'm just tempted at some random point we've been captured.
Help! Oh,
At that point you hear...
Bang.
Welcome to the jungle.
So anyway, I've warned you that there's magical stuff in this, but I had to keep it down under
Well,
text, otherwise it goes into a
Well,
weird multimedia.
I'm glad we were
message.
warned
So-
that there was some big supernatural thing. Because I don't know about you, but that was the last thing I expected.
Yeah.
So, staff door.
So, you're making your way around to the staff door. I would get you to roll dex and stealth to get there, but
It's too hot to roll dice.
it's a dead, it's a dead rundown place. It's really, no one's paying that much. I mean, they're paying attention to you because you're like almost the only guest here.
If it counts,
but-
10.
That's actually not.
But they have completely forgotten you even walked in the door.
Okay,
So Vicky disappears. You're not quite sure where Vicky's gone.
He does that. Although last time it was dark first. Is it locked up?
Yeah.
Or is it just shut?
It's locked. So you get round to the staff entrance. So you're now at the base. You can it's this
Yeah, you might be
wall
right.
stretching up above you. Fairly small door.
So the door, is it like a key lock or card or keypad?
It's a key lock.
It's not locked anymore.
How many? It's not locked anymore.
Alright.
It's actually a pretty good lock they've got on here.
Mm.
Click. Yeah, it opened.
Gentlemen,
Yeah, you just tried the handle. It was locked, and then it wasn't locked.
Well, no, to be honest, I was just sneaking around. I was looking at the door, and then he was just like,
click.
Fine. They left it unlocked.
I'll just kind of step out of nowhere and appear next to them.
Yep. He was somehow hiding in the moat.
Did you find anything?
That is like just this bare ditch with no cover or anything.
Nah.
You know, in computer games when you turn on stealth mode and you just kind of go invisible, even though there is no cover, and how are you even hiding? Yeah, you pretty much did
There was a single blade of grass that was more than 2 inches long.
that.
Sorry.
Okay, so I've got the keycard sheet, and we're all good. Ding.
You've got a key card. He's got no target.
Cool. Yeah, let's go in.
Okay, make perception minus files, please.
Nope.
Well, she.
Are you going in as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's actually
Two.
pretty good, yeah.
Okay. Yep.
Oh, that's better.
Oh,
Well done. Okay.
There's a door.
There's a door.
Yes.
It seems like the entire ground floor, the vast majority of the ground floor of this building, it's like the walls are pretty thick, but then once you come in, it's a big hall.
Open plan.
Yep, open plan, stone floor, smells something awful, like
Dead people.
animal pen kind of. No, not people soup awful.
Yay.
Oh, I'm going up as well.
Animal pen kind of
Oh, you
thing.
found your petting zoo.
But there wasn't a zoo on the map.
And Lisa walks in and says, "But there wasn't on the map." It's quite dark, quite shadowy.
Yay.
You guys, it's quite dark and shadowy.
This suits you perfectly.
You will notice that there is a huddle of figures hanging from the ceiling. They look like bats the size of people. You get a bit more of a glance as they are moving around.
We're in
They-
Lost Boys.
Kind of look like bats the size of people, except when one of them moves. Because mostly they're sort of huddled around. One of them sort of moves around. It's appears to be asleep, but yeah, the face that briefly gets exposed is a unholy mixture of human and bat. It has kind of bat nose and a human mouth underneath it, and like bat ears around the head.
Yeah, well, as soon as I see them, I'm basically going to kind of tug on Maria's shoulder to try and turn her around and go. Not Maria, sorry, Lisa's. Heat. Basically going to kind of try and spin Lisa around and go like.
There's
It's
some
dark.
shadows.
You get her.
Do you step back outside again?
Shout what?
Nah.
Oh.
I will hold up a phone showing there are massive bats on the massive people-sized bats on the ceiling.
Maybe.
Then
You can't see the ceiling very well.
then
it's very
send
dark.
that
phone on
to
silent.
Top Hat.
Oh, we're just contemplating life.
Your phone buzzes.
What? Do you think there's Toad in the Hole?
Oh god.
My mum makes it all the time, and we have no toads on our land.
You ate them all.
Are you actually looking at your phone?
Oh, the phone's going. Okay.
Giant bats on the ceiling.
Giant,
Man-sized
massive
bats.
man-sized bats on the ceiling.
You're in the car park. There is no
Man-sized bat.
ceiling.
Can we roll a cult to see if we know what it is?
I could roll a cult.
What would it be? A cult academics?
A cult and intelligence.
Intelligence cult.
Oh, yeah, I got this
Could
kind
be
of right.
suitable.
I
Oh,
didn't
shit, that
do
would
too
actually
bad, but I
have
think
been
it'll
really-
throw me up.
No, actually,
I got a 3.
I don't have a cult.
I got 3 as well.
Oh, we both got 3.
Despite all the dice I rolled.
Congratulations, there were giant bits.
Could be anything.
It could
Harpies?
be a great many different things.
Could be
Harpies,
harpies.
could be harpies,
Yeah.
could be.
Bunnies.
Furies.
Furies.
Yeah,
Strugoi.
Could be man bat.
Could be
Man
man
bat.
bat.
What about man bat pig?
Okay. Tell them to be quiet.
Should I just ring him?
Because if we ring him, he might not have his phone on silent, and we don't want them waking up to
Good point, good point.
the sound of Skippy the kangaroo on a Nokia.
I think you seriously overestimate ringtones.
I just messaged back. Could be Furies, could be Harpies, who knows?
Or vampires.
Or vampires. Same.
How many of them did I see? Roughly?
Some.
10, a dozen.
Oh, they went like bright light. Text them that.
They won't like bright
Let's just
light.
piss them off.
Well, what I could do is I could creep up behind one and stick my thumb.
What we can do is we'll get off the bonnet and get in the car. So
I
we're ready.
totally
Yeah,
want to
good
play
plan, good plan.
Steve Irwin as a Scion.
That would be amazing. A Scion with the animal purview.
Weird Steve Owen. I love this weekend.
We get off the car and actually get inside it now, prepared.
We're getting ready.
We're getting ready.
What are you guys
when,
doing?
When they say they don't like light, is that in?
Are you going outside to have a conversation, or are you having a chat inside underneath these sleeping giant
Well,
bat
we've
monsters?
literally only stepped into the entrance, haven't we?
Yeah.
So we could kind of step back out and pull the door to.
Yeah.
You
slightly.
can totally step back out and pull the door to. I'm just trying to confirm.
I'll just kind of tug gently on Lisa's shirt to indicate that we should step outside.
She will shrug and step back outside. It smells funny in here anyway.
Yeah, it smells like a, bat
Oh.
roost.
Those are the biggest damn bats I've ever seen.
He's from Australia.
Yeah. They're,
I'm used to big wildlife.
I don't know if you caught a look at their faces, but it's some demonic shit going on there.
Did Herman just swear?
Apparently. Oh
my
god!
Don't worry,
Everyone's
Helen.
taking
Won't
sign.
tell the others.
Look,
Everyone
the
lose a
door again.
The giant bats have people faces.
Harpies then.
Yeah.
Harpies.
Harpies.
Or vampires.
Or vampires.
Or vampires. We've eliminated Furies from the list.
Helping. Okay, so we find another door.
Wasn't the hall about the size that we would expect the ground floor to be?
Okay,
So,
we go upstairs.
having a look round, you could
inside,
see
when we were inside, did we see like stairs or a way up?
Yes, there were stairs going up and down.
Dungeons.
Look, appeared to be, from what you didn't get a good look at them, but there were what appeared to be some stairs going up and some stairs going down.
Right, well, the way I see it is we've got probably two options here. One, we sneak in and try and get down and have a look around, or we call in the dynamic GOO and do the complete opposite.
Let's
Let's
not,
opt for stealth.
let's not set everything off before we have
Yeah.
to. Because we probably will at some point.
It's going to be.
I'm in the car trying to light Molotov cocktail.
It's going to be easier to get into the basement.
I'm going to assume that's a
than
joke.
Up, and presumably the basement's going to be less there's going to be fewer floors going down than there is up. So shall we start?
I'm assuming
Heading
so,
down.
unless it's some kind of bunker. But yeah. But yeah, no, I think definitely the quiet approach is what I would do.
Well, you know,
but,
rich, crazy
you know,
guy.
Tweedledum and Tweedledee might take a slightly different view on it.
Drain pipe? Fire escape?
How about we call them in when it all goes wrong, rather than calling them in so it does it all go wrong?
Sometimes you need people in there. Just to
I'm going to prepare a message that basically is, that's the signal,
shit.
go, but not send it.
That's where you accidentally butt send it.
He said, oh, no, you know, it's pocket dialing's not as easy because, you know, you can lock your phone with their little home signal and then start.
Oh, yeah. Classic. Well, we're just chilling out still inside the car. Talking about.
Alright, so
Talking about food, when what does it contain?
we're aiming to go down, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're going to go in, sneak in
Okay,
and go
so
down.
having a look around, you can see that there are two. Okay. There's a set of stairs in each corner. They each lead up and down.
We'll aim for whichever's closest.
Yeah, makes sense. The less time we spend underneath these butt things, the less chance we have of disturbing them.
Yeah, that's kind of
Okay.
my thinking.
Please roll Dex and Stealth for you know not
yeah.
disturbing the bat
For the
thing.
sake of argument.
Dex. Dex.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
7, 8. Well, I got 10.
Did you just fumble?
Yeah.
I'm
Send that
sneaking!
Just trips over.
Okay, so you are silent,
Dying shit.
completely silent.
We seem to-
You are
Not
doing badly.
Catch up with it.
Herman trips.
Where have you
over his
both
own-
gone?
Drops his cane, rattles across the
Herman trips over his own feet, drops his cane, and makes makes far too much noise at really the wrong time.
Your bum comrade.
And yeah, you know, you couldn't really see anything
Send.
up there.
I think that's the signal to go.
But there's certainly some movement and things.
Please, up against the wall. Oh, look, the combat Dave!
Initiative rolls. You are
Sorry,
going to
guys,
do a
I
few
couldn't see where I was
actions
going.
before you
Meanwhile,
can
in
do
the car. You know what we forgot?
What?
Spotted dick.
Spotted dick.
What a weird thing spotted dick is. Then we get the text message.
Spotted dick have dick in it?
We text back to spotted dick.
As you're driving.
Then goes slow motion. Ramp
How
up.
do you do initiative again?
Oozy out of it.
Reminds what initiative is.
Oh yeah, we
Wit.
need to roll.
And
Just draw
awareness.
that.
so he said we rolled a little
Oh,
bit.
mine is 5.
I believe.
Wit and awareness.
2.
We're now in tokens for you guys. We need some tokens for you guys.
I mean, we could use just different coloured dice.
Okay.
6.
Ammunition plasma gun.
Yes.
Yeah, you know, plasma ammo, always a good thing. I've got tokens of various colours.
I don't want plasma cells.
Everyone, but to be fair, I actually kind of could find them quite useful. 1.
They would explode and kill me. Right. 2.
Yeah. Plus
Okay.
epic?
Yes, including your epic. 3. Awesome. 3.
2.
2.
6.
I thought I heard someone get 6.
I'm like, what?
I rolled all the good
One,
dice that I needed.
2.
Despite like falling over and dropping his cane and making loads of noise, he's up and ready.
the adrenaline
He wanted
kicks
to
in.
do it on purpose, yeah.
The
He was like,
adrenaline,
oh,
your face
sneaking
is
around, can't be asked with that.
My face appeared.
Looks like it's about to eat me.
Oh, Conan! Oh dear. You got 3, you got 2.
Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
Somebody got something.
We've not rolled because we haven't.
You've not rolled because you're going to be
Over there
Smashing
somewhere.
through the door.
Couple of times round
through
the...
the door.
Probably a couple times round the...
Yeah, one shot armoured car.
Yeah, however many bad guys you need.
Some bad guys. I'm not going to
Pedal
try
to the floor.
the single them because that just gets...
That way madness lies.
That way madness lies. They're all grey. I mean, come on. It's the other grey one. So yeah, there were quite a few of these things, and they're starting to move around. What are you doing?
That impression.
I'm going to.
Lacking a certain something, I have to say.
Any
I went to 3 years of acting school.
Does it look like they've?
four?
Does it look like they've all been disturbed? That's that. Noise there.
Some of them are
That's not the noise they make
stirring.
then.
It's hard to know exactly. The ones closest to you are definitely moving and waking up, and given how closely they were packed together, huddled up,
Right.
you're guessing that the ensuing whatever happens next is going to wake up the full flock.
Okay. I'm in that case. I'll throw caution to the wind, transform my cane into my rifle, and
Shoot the nearest one.
shoot into the masses. Any that were still asleep.
Ain't going to be asleep anymore.
So, what is it for shooting dex and marksmanship? Is it?
Yep. Yep.
And do I get any pluses from my
Accuracy.
weapon?
Don't know.
+3 for accuracy. Do I add that to my dice pool?
Yep.
Cool.
Don't know. I don't know. Have a think about what you're doing because you're the next.
Oh, I know what I'm doing.
We're singing that as the card head towards the front of the gate.
Stepping back outside
5.
and shutting the door.
I mean,
I get 5 to hit, which is terrible.
Alright.
That's it with that. So,
did we shut the door behind us?
That's going to be damage with +1.
No.
okay.
No, because otherwise you'd have trouble seeing anything.
I would. They might not, but I don't know that.
You're guessing maybe the bats might not be so fussed by that.
You know what I think they might be fussed by, though?
Disco!
terrible dice rolls constantly.
Disco stew.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
It's just the number on the dice. There isn't any epics or anything
Yeah.
like that, is there?
No.
2.
Fighting.
2 success.
two lethal damage.
2 lethal. Yeah. You shoot at one of the bats
You
and
winged one.
you possibly winged one. It's hard to tell.
That was a
It's-
bat pun.
I noticed. It's the thing. What's the speed of your weapon?
6.
How far are the stairs from the door?
Reasonable distance, but you could sprint for it.
If you believed.
Of course, the bats are up next.
Yeah. Well, that's fine.
Didn't you get a handgun?
Left in the
Oh
car.
yeah, you left it in the car.
Yeah, I know.
How long were you getting right again? Should have gone.
Yep.
We were scouting!
My game's in my bag.
You were scouting, and then somebody tripped over and woke up the bats, and then shot his gun to make sure he'd done it properly.
Yeah.
I said, wake up, you slags!
It's because he's getting angry because his mum's in it somewhere.
So yeah, apparently...
What's your dodge, DV?
Fucking a wall.
240.
6, assuming I don't need to recalculate it when I got some stamina.
No, stamina does
Okay.
not affect your
It
dodge.
doesn't be affected.
Stamina does not make you harder to hit. Okay. Yep. A couple of them come out of the darkness to attack you, but just missing by a hair's breadth each. The others are starting to mill around and starting to come around. So what you're actually, you're now getting a proper look at them. These are twisted creatures. The two that have come at view are abundantly female. It's an odd mixture of, as I say, human and bat.
Do you remember the old Van Helsing film?
And
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember when they turned
apparently
female?
clothes aren't so interesting.
Do you remember the old Van Helsing film
No.
with Kate Beckinsale in it?
No.
Yeah.
The female vampires in that turn into weird. Basically, sound exactly like what you're describing right now.
Oh, the old harpies in Northern Fantasy.
All the old harpies, you know.
Yeah, that kind of style of thing. Wings for arms, because that's vicious looking talons on their feet. You so far have been avoiding those.
Yeah.
They came at you feet first. And,
Okay.
fortunately, although this room's relatively large, it's not that high. It's not really high enough for them to really freely fly around. So they've kind of come at you. You roll to one side as they've kind of landed, sort of coming up against the wall, and right. So the rest are starting to do their thing.
I'm by the door.
Yeah.
By the door is usually where the light switch is.
looking for a light
Yeah, you're looking for a light switch. Perception awareness.
Click, ding, ah! Yep.
Perception awareness.
She's not finding it.
I mean, I might.
Have belief.
I got one.
You're not finding a light switch.
Or like a fire alarm switch.
Ricky, that's happening.
That's fine, I'm over here
Bat
and not doing
woman
anything, and they
thing
obviously have not
creatures.
noticed me. Everything will be fine.
One of the ones that isn't really moving yet. Because it should be easier to hit.
People started to run out the theme park yet.
No.
No, it's been like 2 seconds since the first gunshot. People are still in the, what was that? And then the second one happened.
Something backfired. One of the little, like, staff carts.
Yeah.
Those little golf buggies.
That car that's driving incredibly fast towards the end with the backfires.
Do you know what I have in my own mind? You know the bit in Holy Grail where John Cleese is running towards the castle? That's like us in the car. Yeah. Dun, 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 dun.
12.
Hey!
I got 3 10s on my accuracy dice.
Need to get ran up my...
Okay, well, add 7 dice to your damage on top of the damage of
What's
the weapon.
happening?
She needs some more dice.
I probably do.
You got like 12 successes in hitting or whatever.
Well, this is my bonus. Which isn't great. 2.
And then the actual damage on your weapon.
Oops. I'll find that other one in a minute. That's 4, 5, 6. Six damage.
6 lethal.
Yes, lethal.
Oh, I see it. Try not to knock the camera this time.
The camera? Where's the camera? Just he's looking at the table. I was like, is there an upskirt camera?
Yeah.
That was not a very good damage roll.
6
No.
lethal.
Okay.
I mean, it's
you,
better than most of us.
yeah, no, it's not a terrible roll. One of them screeches and seems rather unhappy by
That was
being
totally
shot.
the brakes of the roller coaster. That's what that was. Screechy noises. Yep.
You up?
Right. So what do I know about these things?
They're big,
They're
flappy,
big,
and sharp.
flappy, and have sharp things on their feet.
Oh, they're sharp
And they're
okay.
nudie.
and yes.
So they're probably like harpies rather than vampires.
Yes. They are harpies rather than vampires.
Harleys.
So I'm going to assume that opening the door and letting the sunlight flood in is probably not going to do much good.
Other than the fact you might be able to see the room a little bit better.
True.
He's one of the ones who can see the room absolutely fine.
I don't know if harpies actually have a weakness. Like in
Ice
mythology.
cream.
You
They
carry
just
on.
can't resist it.
I'll see if I can find a weakness for harpies.
Lead.
Yeah,
Being
that would
shot.
probably be the main one.
Squeak
Right.
zeros.
Yeah.
So presumably I saw which one got shot, did I?
Yes, yes, you can see which one got shot. They're starting to move around a bit, so it's going to
Okay.
become a little bit tricky to track
I'm going
them,
to take aim at that one.
but try and finish it off.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a lot of ones.
That is a lot of ones.
Aren't you glad ones don't subtract
Oh my
successes?
god, yeah, that's 5.
3 to hit.
Yahtzee!
Do you not have any? Oh,
That's including the epic. Wow.
These dice do not like me tonight.
Those dice do not like you tonight. That was impressively crap. Yeah, you loose off a shot, but there's with you trying to get out the way of, things trying to eat your face. It doesn't quite work out for you. Lisa, and a lot of that.
So there's no light switch by the door.
There's no light switch that you have so
So
far
the
found.
other sensible place for one to be is at the bottom of the stairs. So I'm going that way.
There are 4 flights of stairs. Which ones are you choosing?
Wherever's closest.
The ones you were already going for.
Yep.
Okay. Great. You go to find the light switch.
Mm-hmm.
Perception awareness.
No.
Ah!
2!
You're pretty sure there isn't a light switch here.
God damn it!
Lots of bats. Right. So
No,
no,
they have no weakness.
they have no weakness. They are, invulnerable.
but has anyone tried ice cream?
Anathema to the bats. Yes.
I suppose it could be lactose intolerant.
Like hedgehogs.
Most creatures typically are.
Humans are weird.
Well, lactose intolerant is technically normal for a human. The ability to digest lactose is itself the mutation.
Exactly. Humans are weird. You're still managing to evade as 3 of them. So the 2 that have already attacked you try for you again. Another one comes out of the darkness. Not that bothers you so much, and goes for you. But you're managing to duck and weave and evade these things as they're coming for you.
Tip, duck, duck, dive, and
What's your dodge, DB?
8.
Wow. I was like, yes, I rolled better. I might actually no. Just
I
like
have much dex.
you have the much of dex. Yes. No. A couple of them come for you. One of them gets very close. That's kind of a. that was
Slow motion.
Yeah, something like that. As this talon comes very close to your face.
Lucky I'm a bit shorter.
But yes, you lean out the way just about, manage to avoid it.
I list lazily to the left.
They're listing lazily to the left.
Damn, they know some manoeuvres.
Right.
Cool. So
Is it at this point you hear an almighty crash?
It's roughly this point you hear the first almighty crash from some distance outside, and yelling and shouting, and what the hell is going on?
There goes the kiosk.
Yeah, I'm assuming you're coming in the armoured one.
Yeah, I heard it.
Yeah, that kiosk. The person, the poor person inside it, at least, had the...
We were beeping as we go,
Then welcome to the jungle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
7.
What the hell's going on? Jump out the way as the car.
An old action film.
Yeah.
7.
7 to hit. Okay, so that's 5 less than last time, so 2 extra.
Oh, same. Oh no. 6.
Are you trying to aim for the same one?
Yeah. If I can tell which one that is.
Probably with your night vision and stuff.
Yeah, memory.
And
Yeah, but they are
the
moving
one
around
that's
a lot.
bleeding horrific. The one that's bleeding
Was that one
quite
of the
a
ones
lot.
that went for me?
No, it was actually one of the ones that was hanging back a bit.
Okay. Alright, well, really, actually, probably I shot one of the ones that's coming for me, survival instinct.
Okay, yeah, you blow a chunk out of one of the ones that's coming for you. No, Lisa.
Okay, so this plan is not working.
This plan is not working out for you.
And I left my armour and my gun
Yep.
back with the guys.
A big crash has just come through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We actually don't know where we're going.
I assume the castle.
Well,
Did I?
but we don't know
Did
where the
I,
back door is, do
however? Did I, however?
Well, I was
have
assuming
the-
you were just going to try and plough through the
Yeah,
front
I was
door with the
gonna plough.
car.
Did I, however, have the foresight to put one of the either smokes or flashbangs in my rucksack though?
I don't know. Legend Rob.
Yeah.
That's a good point. I could throw a coconut at one.
Flashbang, however, would.
We got Mars.
Maybe that's their weakness.
They could be completely allergic to coconuts.
Yes,
How many
you
harpies
find
does it
that
take to
you
carry
have a flashbang and a monitor.
Oh,
You reach into your bag and Joe hands you a flashbang. Joe,
Joe?
so you've lost track of Joe somewhere.
I lost track of Joe, so I asked him what I called her.
Yeah, you were talking to him, but it's not there.
He got sick of the witty conversation.
He hands you a flashbang.
Oh, thanks, Joe. Can I do that now, or do I need to wait for
You can lob the flashbang.
How large is this room?
Stamina and fortitude rolls for
I was
everybody.
going to say, eyes down!
Eyes down.
Stamina and fortitude
Is
rolls
that a
for
flashbang?
everybody.
Don't help me.
Yeah, well, it helps if you're not looking. I mean,
Oh,
you
dear.
can't...
There's 4
Oh,
stars.
that's fine.
Just saying, stamina and fortitude.
Yay! 3.
Epic successes.
I haven't got any fortitude, so to get to add mine.
Oh dear. Yeah. Okay.
5.
5, 5, 3. Oh my god!
Oh!
4 tens.
0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0.
Not quite. Only 9 successes on 5 dice.
So the flashbang doesn't matter.
Well, I tried.
You did
The
try.
flashbang should have been
It heals
awesome. but that you've got their attention. You've definitely got their attention.
No, the thing over there has their attention. I threw it away.
Herman, that really hurt. That really hurt. You're going to be needing a few moments to.
Accuracy minus 20. He wasn't rolling well anyway.
That's Herman, isn't it?
The orange juice coloured one.
Hey!
Man, and the masters of the universe.
Right.
The
So
bastard gave no shit about the flashback.
the Backs do give a shit about the flashbang. They did not like the flashbang. However, they are not incapacitated in the slightest by this flashbang. That's the wrong flashbang. There was a really, really loud bang from inside the castle.
Well, at least we know where they are.
it's
I was
got
going to say the gunshots are probably louder.
gunshots,
Actually,
the
flashbangs are louder than a
flashbang.
gunshot.
There's going to be a.
Sound doesn't carry that much.
I reckon it echoes quite well in here, though.
Yeah. That was very loud.
As I'm driving, I nudge you and go, get the Uzi ready.
In fact, they're using the Molotov.
Oh god, we're going to get set on fire.
Yeah, flashbangs, molotovs. You're just not going to have a good day. Right, so a bunch of.
Sniper weapons malfunctioned.
Yeah, unfortunately, that did not go as planned. It should have gone so much better. It's like
wasn't
they
good
had
to
a
sound
penalty
that.
on their roll and everything, but 9
It's
successes.
fine. It's fine. I'm not taking it personally. They, however, probably are.
The dice really didn't. Wow. Wow.
The dice beside your face.
9 successes on 5 dice.
9 successes on 5 dice.
That is redonkulous.
That is pretty redonkulous.
Okay, so there were 3 of them attacking you, and you're now, clutching your ears and waiting for the pain to stop.
It will never stop.
They're here to rid me of my pain.
They are here to rid you of your pain.
Through use of further pain.
Yeah. To be fair, only 2 of them are actually likely to be able to get at you because once they've actually connected. What's your lethal soak?
3.
Awesome. Okay, that's 1 level past your soak, and then 2 levels past your soak. So you take a total of 3 levels of lethal.
Okay, may I borrow a pencil? Thank you.
As they claw at you. You do not have this problem so much, because you actually successfully... it's unpleasant, but you're not incapacitated.
Swears in Australian.
Oh, I did that.
Crikey.
And... no. Okay, so they've also... I appear to have used up most of my luck boosting the flashbang.
It's okay, you're going to hit me in a sec.
What's your dodge TV?
7?
Respectable. Nowhere near you. You spin away as one of them hits the wall roughly where yeah, okay. No, there's a couple of them coming going for you, but they're not
Excellent.
very successful yet.
Small target.
Herman,
Right.
Get him,
How am I dealing with the aftermath of the flashbang?
Poorly.
you are. It's going to take you a while to actually recover, but you're actually now able to act.
Okay.
So you're going to be at -3 dice on.
Right.
-3 dice.
On that note, I jump up and head for the door that we came in through.
Good shout.
Herman runs away. You weren't very far away from that door, so
I open that door and I'll step out far enough that if any of them wanted to touch me, they'd also have to be outside.
Okay. That's basically down, because it is like literally the edge of the...
Okay. Then yeah, down into the...
You're dropping down into the moat. Cool.
And is that my entire action?
Probably, but it'll be a short action.
Okay.
You can do next thing in a minute. You two!
I'm going to shoot the one I shot last turn.
Okay. What are you doing?
Well, Herman kind of was caught in a flurry of bat things
And then
has
it's run
dashed
away.
outside. So I might go and see if he's okay.
There's a flurry of bat things in between. There's quite a lot of bat things in between you and the door.
Oh, okay, excellent.
What did I say? So 5.
Or I could try going upstairs, because I'm kind of still by the stairs.
By the stairs being... There's up and there's down.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the one I just shot is a bit dead. 11.
Yeah, the one you've just shot is... You're not quite sure how a bullet managed to cut her in half.
But it did.
but there's 2 wet thumps.
Is this like Fallout 3, where you shoot someone in the head with a laser and their entire head just comes off in a chunk?
Yeah, something. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, you're not entirely sure how that happened, but it happened.
To be fair, that's not the weirdest thing that's happening right now.
No. That's one down.
Where are we? Let's go.
Right.
We're in the wrong theme park.
We're in Fort
Fun
Myers.
yellow.
Right. What are you doing?
Upstairs.
You're going to dash upstairs. Okay,
Since I'm already by the stairwell anyway.
you're already by the stairwell. These things probably can't make it easily upstairs.
Hopefully.
Thanks, guys.
Split the party!
Yep, just what you need. So,
Why don't I have a ranged weapon? I had a flashbang. It sucked.
that was.
I mean, Joe might have another one, but I'm not really thinking that's worth doing right now.
That was just ridiculous. I loved it, but that was ridiculous.
It's fine. If I just go and check upstairs, if she's not there, then we don't have to go there again. We can leave. It's fine.
Okay, yeah, you make your way upstairs. I will come back to you.
Mm-hmm.
You are now getting a couple of...
I'm hoping the fact I'm up against a wall will probably help a little bit.
Yeah, you're up against the wall. You're having to, dodge from side to side as they're coming for you. I'm really expecting much out of these.
Not bad.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's not bad, but deviate.
28. Bloody hell.
Wow. Half those dice were ones. And the other half were not tens.
Excellent.
So no, you're successfully evading those ones.
Having the 5Ds of dodge bat.
Yes.
Dive, dodge, and duck.
But anyway, you've driven. Once you dove out of the doorway in order to escape the scary bat thing, creature, women things. They're sharp,
Monsters.
pointy, sharp bat monster things.
Baddies.
One of them is attempting to come after you, but only the one. And is actually probably going to be spending this round getting through a doorway that is not really designed to allow easy egress of something with a wingspan. So,
And they will be showing with you.
Well, they pretty much already are.
So I take the opportunity whilst this thing is struggling its way out of the door to take aim squarely at the centre of the doorway. Fairly sure that I can
And
hit
then
this
wait
thing.
for the next thing to come out of it. Then Ricky leaps out of the doorway.
Bang. And Ricky dies. That's the first time he rolls like 6 10s. Oh, Ricky did.
No.
Bullet to the head. My one weakness.
That happens.
that Nephandic mage. That bullet was really had his name on it.
I was aiming for a while.
You were aiming for a while, so you had all the bonus dice, and then everything came up a success pretty much on your extra large dice pool.
6 to hit.
6 to hit, that will successfully hit. It's going to have a penalty to its defences, so that's going to be at, like, we'll call it +3.
+3 on the damage. Okay, so I'll roll a bonus, and I get an extra 2.
Yeah.
And then 3, 4.
You have injured. Probably. Right, you've injured it. At about the same moment, there is a terrific crash. Please make me a dexterity and control roll to see whether that terrific crash is the door giving way or whether that is the car giving way.
Maybe some willpower.
Oh, did we get our willpower back from sessions ago? I don't even know how, when I was.
Maybe some willpower.
Okay, I'm gonna add my 3 willpower to it because
3 willpower.
You can't.
Oh, I can only add 1, can't I?
You can add virtues.
Endurance.
Yeah.
Endurance in that you're tougher than the door.
I'm channeling my endurance from the car.
Or just
No,
courage.
alright, there you go. No.
There is a terrific crash. Something hits the door. The door shakes.
Hack it up. Hack it up.
I'm going to get out of the car.
What?
Hack it up! Wait. I'm going to go to the boot. There's a breaching charge in the boot.
Okay, I'll back the car.
Down comes the castle.
A pack of breaching charge onto the front of the door.
Which door is this? Is this
This
the one
is the
that
big
we...
massive.
Big main gate, not the one that round the back there. Where
Okay.
no,
Okay.
it has a bridge and everything. It's got up the bridge.
Yeah. Straight into the... Yeah.
I mean, we're lucky it was armoured, otherwise we probably would have got really hurt.
Yeah, you've successfully
Giving yourself
demonstrated
minor
that this
whiplash.
door is not made of polystyrene.
Luckily, we have a breaching charge.
Okay, enough of a breaching charge.
Not made of fiberglass.
You going upstairs.
I am.
You get upstairs. There
Ren
are
got to
some.
save the queen.
I have no idea.
Whatever whatever's up here has probably heard the noise downstairs.
Whatever's up here has probably heard the noise downstairs. So you're upstairs. There are corridors. There are corridors and doors and things, and the sound of giant bat women things trying to make their way up the stairs behind you.
Excellent. Right, well, I'm not going that way. So, onwards. How far down is, like, there's a corridor, there's, like, doors on the side of it?
There's a corridor, there's doors on one side of it, because the other side of it's the outer wall.
Mm-hmm. Do they have windows in?
Not yet. It's dark in here.
Okay, I just meant, like, the doors. Do the doors have windows in? So I can't just run down and, like, peek.
No.
Okay.
No, it's pretty dark in here.
How many do I reckon there are approximately? Oh, are there more stairs to go further up?
Yeah, you can go up more stairs.
Okay, so I'm going to check some doors
Okay.
down the corridor.
It's really dark in here.
Is there a light switch? I'm spending the entire time looking for. Wait, no, Joe, where's my flashlight?
Roll legend.
Joe, I'm in my flashlight. Joe does not have my flashlight.
How many successes did you get?
None.
Joe is not in your bag.
Oh. Right, well, I just like try and and then check the nearest door. Is it open?
It's openable. It opens. There's darkness inside.
Great.
No parents.
Does it
Literally
smell
no
horrible?
There is darkness and no parents inside.
That's a shame because we were looking for his mum.
Exactly.
Does it smell awful in here?
Not as bad up here, no.
I'm gonna go in and shut the door.
And hide.
Have to go.
So they'll now come upstairs and there'll be nothing to chase, and it will be what a terrible shame, and there'll be something behind me that's just gonna eat me in the face. But
Eat me in the face. I love that.
Yep. It might work.
Right, what's that then? Yeah, so you're going to basically be there for a while. I'm gonna pull you off the track for a bit.
Yep.
Okay, right, so...
You're now alone in a room with a
full
lot
of
of
bats,
scary
yeah,
bat
everyone
ladies.
just cheesed it.
Everybody just cheesed it. Some of the
Door is
bats
right
are
there.
chasing the people who cheesed it. Others are
Oh, that's
closing
a
in
good
and
point, there
trying
is
to
one
eat
in the
your face.
doorway. Right, here's the plan. I am going to sort of combat roll underneath the two that are kind of flapping near me.
Yeah.
Turning on Lightning Sprinter,
Yep.
zooming at the door,
Yep.
and trying to kick the one in the doorway in the spine. Hoping the momentum will then carry me out into the...
Surfing it.
surfing it into the moat.
That sounds like a stunt.
It also sounds like you are the modern day version of Legolas.
I still only count as one.
Yes, you can have a couple of points of stunting. So that's
No idea what I'm rolling to pull out.
Okay. So it's going to be two bonus dice on one of the rolls involved in this.
Guessing Dex Athletics.
Getting there is probably actually not going to be a major thing. She kicks in Lightning Sprinter. It will also offset the cost of spending your legend to kick in
Oh, cool.
Dex and Lightning Sprinter.
Same Lightning Sprinter doesn't increase the damage of hitting that thing at velocity.
Yes.
It's so Dex and Brawl as you kapla this thing in the back.
Technical
That's not
term.
too bad. Sorry, hold on. Which things do I need to roll on? So, how many rolls am I making here? So
It's going to be Dex and
That's
Brawl.
fine.
You probably want to add the two bonus successes here.
6.
Okay.
Oh, 7, 8 from my epics.
Okay, good. So that's 5 bonus successes on the damage roll. So it's strength plus 5.
Hit it in the back like a hero.
Yep.
That was my plan.
Like a hero.
Spinal kick, 2, 3,
Spinal
Sword.
tap.
6, 7.
7. So it's taken some damage from you. It takes.
Some more from the floor.
It takes more from that. It's gonna then. Okay, now
And
let's
then
make
I'm
a
gonna
Dex and
land on it.
athletics roll to surf this dazed and wounded bat down the moat.
I think that's a yes.
6.
So, you get to witness the glory as this bat sort of staggering back, and then suddenly it surges forwards, goes face first into the ground. You have to jump aside as it slides down the moat, with Ricky riding it like a surfboard.
Before casually hopping off at the end.
I actually imagine, in when Jason Mao rides the thing in Justice League through the building, comes out the other end, just like, yeah. So I just imagine Ricky looks like as he comes out there, except for not like giant, really tall, Jason Mao.
No, but to be honest, Ricky's probably like in bites.
They were having an action at the same time as you. One of them got a swipe at you on the way past. Boom. That was actually a lot of 10s. The other one, no, not a chance. So it was...
Ricky does all this and looks like he's missing a leg.
He's turning one-legged.
That would make it cooler.
Oh my god, what's your soak?
Good.
Just 4.
Oh! It's 4 lethal.
Ow.
Yeah, you're not quite missing a leg, but fucking hell,
That
hurt.
stings.
You're missing blood.
It's alright, I'm still on 0 for the thing.
You're still on no wound penalties, but yeah, that
Ow.
one of the ones that you combat rolled under took a swipe out. It took a chunk out as you went past.
Ow.
Should you be a -1 if you're taking 4 lethal?
Is
Hey,
lethal?
you've got more soap.
Do you have to put a cross for lethal, or is it?
I don't know how it works.
Doesn't know I'm more
Nobody
sick than me,
Oh,
boy.
cross.
No, you're right, actually. You've got
How many?
I'm mainly asking because I'm not sure myself. I put crosses in. I'm like, I've
If
done
you
it
roll
wrong.
2 epic
3
stamina,
and
you
2
can ignore
epics.
the first 2 points
Oh,
of...
so you should be ignoring it.
No, I should be ignoring it. Oh.
Yeah, you probably just haven't adjusted from when you upped it.
I did. I just rolled.
Right. Not much else they actually get a chance to do. Because, you ran away, there was the doorway, they're trying to scramble around and decide what to do. Make me a
Bomb roll.
intelligence and demolitions roll.
I believe in you.
I tell you, what? Demolitions is not a thing on here.
No, it isn't.
Craft.
Science?
Science. For science.
Academics.
Yeah, science is probably the closest one.
Or craft, yeah. Academics is not going to be the appropriate one.
No,
For science.
I've none of the above, but I have a good roll in intelligence, so...
Yeah, well,
Oh.
don't get to add your effort.
I know I don't.
It's
but
where he fumbles and points it the wrong way.
I believe in you.
I've got one success.
You're pretty sure you've attached it the right way round?
So I think I've pretty done it, and I've gone back to the car and gone, really didn't come in instructions were, so I was supposed to put all of it on there.
No.
For Queen and Country?
For Mexico.
Yeah, you've just put enough breaching charge on to probably take...
Half the castle down.
Cool. The castle falls down and we win.
Not quite.
No,
The castle's-
Herman's mum's in there.
the castle... Lisa's
Not
there.
anymore.
And Lisa.
The castle does not fall down.
The door does.
The door does fall down. Behind you, there is much screaming and people running the hell away because there are madmen and bombs and explosions and
In
gunfire.
front of you, there's much shrieking because you've just blown into the open plan base of the thing where these things come flying out.
There is a lot of shrieking, there is a lot of mess, there is a lot of bats that are now studded with bits of splintered wood. So, you definitely achieved something.
As we said, for Queen and Country.
So, yeah,
That's the thing that happened.
that is the thing that happened. Let's see, so we've taken out, that one was somehow cut in half by bullets. That one's been ridden
Mangled.
like a...
So
Oh, yeah, that
surfboard down
one. And one's very, very mangled.
And several more were pretty mangled by exploding door shrapnel. There's a couple that are coming up after you.
some of them stuck in the stairwell, yeah.
A couple of them coming up the stairwell after you, which counts for, so that's totally accounted for. That's another that, of whom, leave that. So, yes, you are you then running into the building?
I'm driving. We're in a car.
You're still in the car.
Oh, you
I
do.
got back in the car before I pushed the button.
Okay, you drive into a scene of carnage and mayhem.
Might need to turn the headlights on.
Yeah, you can turn the headlights on. It was.
I was going to say, I imagine with the door blown up, the light's coming in pretty good as well.
The light is
You're a
coming
drifting
from-
skid, and as you drift around, I go.
You don't have enough momentum to do it.
I pull up and you can just climb on top of it.
Yeah. So there are misshapen bodies across the floor. It's hard at a glance to tell how misshapen they were before they were on the floor. But there's
Hey, Harpies!
and three of them seem like they're still functional, and
Get him right.
And are pissed.
I'm pretty pissed off as they come as they're going to try and attack you.
Cool.
What are you doing?
What's the rule for spaffing my Uzi? In the spaf. What's different about that?
Technical terminology.
Snapping.
Yeah, sure, why not?
What they call it in Mexico? Yes.
Oh. Agricola.
Those Mexican gangs famous for spaffing at each other.
Right. Okay. It adds 2 dice to the attack roll,
Woohoo!
and you can use it to make an attack against one or two. Make 2 attacks against.
That's it. Cool, so I shoot one and shoot another with a Uzi.
Yeah. So that's going to offset. So the multiple attack will offset the +2 dice.
Then I'll just shoot one then. in that
Basically,
case.
so you can shoot one with +2 dice, or you can shoot 2 of them with a standard.
Shoot one with +2 dice.
Okay.
3 successios to hit it.
3.
3 successes.
Ease.
Do you successfully spaff at it?
You throw bullets in its general direction, but apparently it knows what a gun is and swings to one side.
Dick.
I just throw 2.
Turns out you just
stones
spaffed all
out
up the wall.
window. And 2 giant wolves appear. Ah!
Okay, 2 giant wolves appear. They can act on your next turn.
Yeah, go on around, Gary.
What's the speed of an Uzi?
5.
Cool.
I figured blowing up the door was probably most of my action anyway. So.
Yeah.
Welcome to the door. Welcome back to door.
There's a really loud bang, and there's now sunlight coming through the door,
And the sound of Uzi fire.
and the sound of a lot more gunfire.
Right. So this one that's just been served down the hill, is it still moving?
It's trying to.
Okay. In that
Oh, I'm
case,
probably still still.
I jump down the hill to land next to it and grab my rifle by the barrel, and almost like I'm cocking a combat shotgun.
Even as a rifle.
Up in there, it turns back into a cane. I slam it down on its head.
Nice.
Oh,
Point
nice.
Nice.
Nice, cool.
Just don't hit my foot.
You can have a 1 die stunt for that, which will give you a.
I can't remember how I do melee.
It's Dex and melee. There's a skill for it.
And melee roll. You gotta make a Dex and melee roll.
And you get an extra die on it because stunt.
You get dice for the stunt.
10. Your
Great.
dice roll a lot of ones.
They do. I get 5 to hit, I think.
Okay, that is going to be a fairly successful hit. Just roll extra 5 dice on top of it. So it's going to be strength plus probably 1 because it's not really a particularly effective weapon, plus 5 because you've smacked it right in the spine.
And it's being currently pinned down as well.
And it's
So.
being
Well,
pinned
it's
down.
probably in the head because I'm kind of stood on its back.
Yeah, that's. I was thinking.
Oh,
like,
right, yeah. Pretty sure I'm claiming this one, I'm just saying.
3.
We blew up the door and killed those.
Yeah, I thought we killed them.
Bonk!
Probably still just about enough to finish the dance.
You trying to look up the damage of being surfed
Cool.
down a moat.
No, I'm looking at some.
sure the book.
What I've just shut myself in with in the room upstairs.
No, I'm just looking at stunt balls to try and check out what that's actually supposed to work. But yes, fine. Cool. You successfully finish off the one that was
under my
trying
feet.
to get up. What are you doing? There's one trying to come through the doorway, and some another one trying to come through the doorway, and some shrieking, and stuff.
Some gunfire.
And some gunfire, and there's lights coming through from behind it. So you'd guess the front door's open.
Okay, how deep is the moat? Because obviously I'm in the moat.
It's about 5 foot deep or so.
Cool, so jumpable.
Yeah.
Can I backflip onto the bank furthest away, and while mid-air try and fire my gun? Because I have definitely not been playing a lot of computer games recently.
Don't shoot me.
Okay, yes you can. It is a stunt. It will increase the difficulty of the attack by more than the bonus you're getting for the stunt.
I don't care. I'm going to spend a willpower because that's totally worth it.
If you were down legend, it would restore some legend because it's ridiculous and cool, but just also making life harder for yourself. So it's one dice down.
6, 7, 8, 8, 9, 10.
Okay, so that. So it's going to be 2 bonus successes on the damage. Because trying to shoot this thing
I get that.
backflip is not easy, but 10
cool.
successes on the roll, you can actually do it.
5,
There can be miracles.
5, 6, 7.
Okay, it's very, very bad. This person.
Was it damaged enough from the explosion?
It wasn't really damaged from the explosion because it was coming out the other side of the building.
Damn it.
It is one of the ones that survived by dint of being further away from the door. Further away from the source of the shrapnel. And also probably being shielded by the bodies of its comrades. But it was that is a fairly hefty hit. So yes, she staggers back, probably back in through the doorway from that shot.
I kind of wish there were cameras on.
Maybe there are.
It was pretty epic.
Live from New York. It's
Totally worth spending the willpower.
Right, let me see. So that one was trying to come after you and has succeeded in getting staggered back through the doorway under heavy fire. You were leaning out of a window and
That's how I was leaning.
He's trying to be a bit gangster so he can do it Mexican gang style and spaff on them.
Mexican gangster.
what's your dodge?
5. Uno 5 arrow.
That's... No, I'm still going there.
What?
Uno 5 arrow.
It's gang speak.
What's your soak?
6.
Awesome. It catches your arm
Yes.
and tears between the armour and your... Woohoo! Tough, that's going to be your soak should be...
It's 4 plus 2 because of the armour. So 6.
Cool. Yep. So, yes. Yeah,
Soaked.
You soaked it. Well done. You're not getting torn up. The other one is going for you. It's going to have a harder time because you weren't...
I haven't got out of the vehicle yet.
No.
The window's open.
Yes.
Roll it up.
Can't shoot my gun if we run out of the window.
Actually, to be fair, it probably wouldn't be going for you. It'd be going for one of your dogs.
Oh,
It's
my
their
dog's a
DV.
DV5.
DV5. Okay. Your dog skips to one side as this bat thing tries to...
I now have this image of these dogs. You know when you see dogs like trying to catch butterflies?
That's how I take them.
It's your turn.
I'll wrap off with a machine gun.
Please don't hit my dogs.
I will point out willpower. Is it plus 3 for willpower?
No.
How many is it?
Plus one
It's
auto
one auto
success.
success or dice based on your virtue if you're channeling it.
I'm not channeling it, so I'll take the auto success, and there can be miracles. Maybe not. I will reroll that, I think. The point of legends. Do I reroll all the dice or just
Yes.
just the successful one?
You reroll the
I wonder
whole.
if I could finish the wounded one with a coconut.
just for insults.
Well, my gun's now empty. That was my last shot at the
Is it
clip.
actually?
So time to break out the coconuts.
No, that wasn't an attempt. So 1, 2, 3 successes again. Exactly the same I got last time.
You spray wildly at something that you're trying to shoot the thing that's above the car, and it just kind of skips back further over the car.
Right. Me and the dogs are going for
I'm
some.
kind of glad we're not inside the building anymore.
Yeah, I'm kind of
Yeah.
glad I
So-
did get out.
I swing the door open. I walk towards.
Fortunately, the floor is fairly solid.
Are
So
you over here as well?
Yeah, I'm getting out.
Ah.
I'm assuming there's one fairly close to me.
yeah, there's one.
And literally, as I get out, I just extend the spear into it. So just like, whoosh, and then the dogs are just going to attack whichever one's the closest to it as well. So let's
Cool.
go
There
for
aren't actually very many now. There's the one on your side, the one on her side, the one trying to get out the door that's just come back in,
Okay, well, I'll go for my one first.
and then two more trying to go upstairs.
That was terrible. I got 3 successes.
You
Oh no,
can
4
hear things
successes.
flapping around
I
outside.
got 4 successes. I got 2 decks. Two of these- I got
Gunfire and explosions.
Here we go.
And...
Nah.
Yeah, but you can hear things flapping around
I'll let the
outside
dogs do it.
immediately.
4 successes.
4 successes.
4 successes to hit. You failed to hit.
Okay, I got my doggies. Go doggies.
Go, doggies.
Doggies are better than I am. Anyway.
Oh,
Especially if they roll like that.
It's only 3.
Oh yeah, I thought that
3.
6 was a 9.
3. It's only 3 successes again.
So they
It's the
missed
first
that.
dog. Okay, and second dog. Go on.
Dog.
10.
I see a pair of 10s.
And that's it. 4 again.
They don't have any epic deck.
No, they don't have epic decks. They just
Okay.
have straight decks and brawl.
Okay. Yep, so there was much snapping and snarling and...
Oh, you know what I forgot to do, didn't you? I forgot to add the accuracy of my weapon as well.
What's the accuracy of your weapon?
3. And it got 1 more success, so I would have only got 4 successes. 5 successes. So excellent.
Nul point.
Nil point. I try to make it look epic, and then it hits, and I go, ah.
Herman.
Alright, so that one that got shot in the doorway, is that still...
Kill still.
Yeah.
Come on,
Are
Herman.
you going to kill still?
I wanted to get it with a
I
coconut.
believe in you.
Are you going to kill still?
It's... I can't shoot to save my life, so...
Yeah, no, it's fine.
Shit.
Honestly, I think under the scenario, I'm pretty
I'm
sure.
going to take aim, and having transformed my cane back into a
Back
rifle.
into a rifle, so actually, you know, point your cane at it and go,
Pew pew!
it's not appear to be doing anything.
Bang! Oh, shit.
Let's try that again.
Oh, that's quite good.
So,
So
6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7. Okay, so that's
7
going to
hits.
be...
Can be some with things.
That's going to be 3 extra dice on the damage.
Cool.
I think it's dead.
I think it might be dead.
Yeah, that's quite a lot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah, that's another big hit. that would have...
Coconut would totally have done the job.
Coconut body would have done the job, but you lied away. 2 surviving harpies that are actually in fight.
It's
The other
okay,
ones you
save
can
your
hear
coconuts for the
moving
final
up
boss.
and possibly past the door in front of you. It's going to go for...
Well, the sensible thing to do would just be to run straight off down the corridor, you see.
It's going for one of your dogs.
No, not Elliot.
Neither of them are called Elliot.
No. Hurrah and Garen.
Alright. That's a lot of 10s.
Bloody hell.
Sorry, mate.
Oh,
Sorry, my dog's got a soak of 6 on
Sad
lethal, so it's
doggo.
okay. So they
Yeah.
do 2 lethal.
So that's 9 lethal.
Was it?
Yeah, there's an epic in there as well.
Oh, okay, so it takes 3.
3
Alright.
lethal.
Damn, this is what actually supposed to be like the major fight, but
But we're very incapable.
We
so
are incapable.
It's a combination of that, and I keep rolling. Like every now and again, I just get a roll that's all 10s. It's like that's gonna hurt.
Yeah, like my
That's gonna
flashbang.
really hurt.
Well, it is us next, though, Dan.
yeah, we'll finish the job now.
Here comes the news.
Finish him. Another 3.
Yeah, you're gonna have to reload at some point. You do.
We'll worry about that later. Uno.
You need more than
Dos,
3.
Quattro. 4.
Oh, you don't.
You kind of need more than 4.
Right, so for my action, I'm going to leap across back into the door and coconut one as I'm leaping, pen away, coconut out of the bag, and see how good my coconut throwing skills are.
Which one's which?
Whatever one looks the most hurt, because I really
Neither
want
of them have been injured yet.
Alright, well, I'm still going to throw a coconut.
Are you going to throw a coconut at
Whenever the
one?
one's closest to him.
Okay, you throw a coconut. Okay, that one is possibly about to go down.
There we are.
Make your roll.
Good job.
Oh well.
Oh, no.
No, because that's.
You need more than 4 of them.
No, that's 5 plus my 2 epics. So that's 7.
7.
Plus 2.
So 2 plus my.
So you need
Plus
5
your strength. Plus your.
strength. Plus my.
Coconut's
Damage.
How many successes to hit?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9.
That's strength plus 4 bashing.
We've been struggling to roll 5.
3 lethal.
Okay. You mildly enjoy.
Do you know what? I'm going to spend a legend point and re-roll that because that was terrible. Come on, dice.
Yeah.
It's not much better.
Do I
is
add?
it? No.
Do I add my epics?
It's just
Yeah.
11 bashing damage with a coconut.
This time I do 5.
I can't roll that well with my gun, but throwing a coconut.
And I do 5 lethal with my re-roll.
So you do 5 lethal to stab you, and your dogs.
I'm a dodge, yeah. That's
11 bashing. It's going down. It's just how many pieces it's
First dog gets.
I just want to cave its skull in with a coconut.
Gets 4 successes to hit.
It's not going to do it.
And the second dog gets not enough either. And it gets 3.
Okay, so between your stabbing and
And the coconut.
So you stab it. You stab this. You stab her, and drive your blade into guts. And then a coconut comes out of nowhere, smashes her in the side of the head, and she goes down.
And I just look over and be like, God-like strength. Clearly.
Ricky apparently
But
is
no
good at
one-liners
throwing.
about her being shy.
Oh, that would have been a good one. I was more thinking that we found their weakness. Coconuts.
How many are left?
1.
One's left.
Oh, Uzi it.
Uzi it.
Oh, I do want the speed.
Oh, no, you've already
coconuts.
used
Yeah,
it.
you've used
Oh.
my shot.
You've already Uzi'd.
Oh. It's Herman.
Go on, Herman.
It's Herman.
We believe in you. Finish it, Herman. Finish him.
Alright.
Oh, if only you had a coconut.
You've got one more, and you just throw it up to him. As he comes running up the hill.
Dangerous throw alone.
Basketball style.
Alley-oop with a coconut.
Jumping catch and dunk on his head.
What are you actually going to do? Come on, let's finish this one that's actually in the room.
I'm going to run into the building and shoot it.
Okay,
I believe in you.
go for it. Yes, then we're probably going to leave it there once we've dealt with this one, and then we'll deal with the fact that you're hiding in a room with some
Darkness.
darkness.
You gotta get 5, remember.
I think he's done that.
Nice.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to hit.
Okay, so +2 on the normal damage on the thing. So yeah, you're spraying away at this thing and achieving not very much, and then he
And
comes
then you
up.
see one get brained by a coconut.
Yeah.
You see one get brained by a coconut.
And I do a grand total of 3 damage.
Okay.
I'm rolling 10 dice from my hit, and I'm getting like 3 hits. It's ridiculous.
It's because you're using the wrong weapon.
You should be using coconut. Right. Okay, come on. Right, this last one is going to flap away and up because what the hell's going on? And her sister's just been, brained by a coconut. Fortunately, these things are not very smart. So it's going to go after the man with the dogs. What's your dodge?
6.
Enough. Fine. It doesn't hit you. Comes swooping past.
I'll let him Lucy first before I do anything. No, you wait. You let me try and finish him off.
Hell no, the coconut's
1, 2,
coming out.
4 successes.
My gun's not getting the kills. Coconuts will.
4 successes.
Your gun was doing quite a lot of damage.
It was, and then Homer was just going along going doink.
Right, before he does that, so is it flapping around me?
It's flapping around you.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run up onto the bonnet, onto the roof, and then jump, and then try to drive my spear up from above it using the gravity to bring me down onto it.
Okay.
Do it!
Yeah, let's give you a 2 dice stamp for that, because it was pretty awesome.
Yeah. So, 2.
Remember, you get some legend back for that. You've been spending legend, so
I did spend a legend to do a reroll a little while ago. So
you've got that back. Yay! Wow.
Well,
you actually
hello.
rolled well.
Hello.
Good job.
at long
How many
last!
times is that?
At long last! Okay, so that is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 successes.
Okay,
Yes.
so that's plus 7 on the damage. Do you want to roll your coconut throwing skill?
Back off!
6, 7, 8 to hit.
So plus 3 on the damage, so strength plus 3 bashing. Strength plus lots of lethal.
7, 9.
Are you serious?
What do you get?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lethal.
Yeah, lethal.
Yeah, between the two of you, you successfully...
Another one gets
So I basically drive it down to the ground and hit a coconut hits it on the head as it hits the floor.
another coconut just brains it.
To be fair, the coconut was more insult to injury. I think you would have killed it without the coconut, but then the coconut hits it in the head.
It's because it's their weakness.
They're allergic.
Right, you successfully coconut it.
Just to clarify, I am going to be recovering the coconuts.
Okay, they seem to be incredibly lethal weapons.
My gun was out of ammo, so I was like, coconuts it is.
I mean, they are doing bashing, which is less effective.
But I
and
do
they
get
have
to
a
add
better
my
safety
epics to
gain
my strength.
and so forth. But you get to add your epics, and you were rolling ridiculously.
With the coconuts. The gun, it was alright, but the coconuts...
Absolutely destroying things. Okay, so thank you everybody for watching that coconut
Whatever that was.
episode of Entertainment and Bizarreness. As we discover how one empties a nearly empty amusement park, and that coconuts are
more lethal than guns.
Who knew? Right, join us again in 2 more weeks while we'll see if the party can find out where Lisa went and maybe actually get on with what they're trying to do.
Yeah, Herman, tripping over.
I might put some of my experience into stealth.
That might be a good plan.
Yay!
I suggest you put some of your experience in stealth. You can all have 3 experience from that.